Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Mic with Mike, RVA. It's the leading daily social enterprise business in Central Virginia. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine, have no connection to, support of, or agreement with any other host, information, or ads on the station. I don't work for the station. My program just airs here on a daily basis, and I'm appreciative of that to bring you this information. Join me as this cutting-edge show uplifts the community and showcases Central Virginia in a different way. You're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. Joining us today on the wheels of steel is the super producer, Al Green, and we can be reached by calling 804-778-8888. On the Mic with Mike, we highlight partnerships, people, social enterprise, business, organizations, and we touch on some issues the other day. Oh, by the way, issue of the day, shout out to my son, Mush, Donald King. It's his birthday, so I just want to give a shout out to him out there. He is the podcast king, so if you ever need any podcast work done, hit me up, and I'll put you in touch with my son. To get more information about me, you can follow me on all social platforms, which is hashtag MikeKingBiz, hashtag On the Mic with Mike. We like to thank our show sponsors. First hour is Tom Childry, the credit card guy. If you have credit card merchant issues, Tom Childry's the man. He's been doing it more than 25 years, and he can help you out. He can give you innovative ways to help you save money and to run more efficiently. Our second hour sponsor is Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers. Now, if you have stuff that needs to be disappearing, Andy Taylor's the guy who can help you. They got the lime green trucks that are running around town. He's always out there trying to help you get rid of things, folks, not people or stuff like that. So he can help you with junk luggers. He can help you remove the junk, point to it, and it's gone. Andy Taylor, Junk Luggers, 804-376-8558. Tom Childry can be reached by calling 804-503-8472. Along the way, folks, we have to pay some other bills. So we'd like to thank our other sponsors and advertisers as they help us stay on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is the best in the business. We are out here talking about all things life, business, and everything in between. We bring the game changers to you on a daily basis. We are here 1 to 3 p.m. WJFN Radio, 100.5, 92.7, 820 a.m. It's the place where the game changers come to talk. Today is an action-packed show. A-list celebrities coming in to talk to us. We have, at the 1:30, we have Danielle Gilbert, our HR expert. She's our guru talking about all things HR, how to stay compliant and how to stay out of trouble and not have a fear of the HR folks like me who think that the HR folks are not there to help. So she helps you stay compliant. She is a serial entrepreneur. She runs her business. She has multiple businesses as well as her children's business, M&M Creative. So Danielle Gilbert is here at 1:30. At the top of the hour, 2 o'clock, our friend Heather Marie speaks. She is a woman who is she's a Renaissance woman. So she's here. She has a great guest. She's coming in studio. The last couple of weeks, she's been down at her business downtown, which is a high tea room for sophisticated folks, like Al Green. So we can have, the hoity-toities go there so that you're drinking high tea and, scones and stuff like that. So make sure you check out our business, Queen Bee, which is downtown, right across from the Jefferson. But today, Heather is in the building. She's here. She's dropping a single. So this is the world premiere of her single. We're going to play it for you just a little bit. We're going to play it a couple of times. We're going to show her some love. But make sure you check us out. Heather Marie speaks, but this time Heather Marie is singing. So she's here with us as well. And then at the 2:30, it is my honor to bring the Red Cape Wonder Woman, Mary Foley, is in the building. So all you entrepreneurs out there, you've seen the ones where the ladies are running around with the red cape. I don't know if there are very many men, but I've been blessed that I get those emails and it starts off, "Hey girl, how you doing out there?" Well, I feel honored that I'm included in the bunch. I just don't be rolling the streets with my red cape. That's for in the house. So don't tell anybody. It's just between me and you guys out there. Time is 1:13 on the Mic with Mike, WJFN Radio, 100.5, 92.7, 820 a.m. It's the Game Changers place where we come to talk. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy with Beyond. I believe it should not be confusing or expensive for your business to accept credit cards. As a social enterprise business advocate, my mission gets you paid faster with fair rates, helping your business grow. We can be contacted at area code 804-503-8472, 804-503-8472, or at getbeyond.com. Again, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Quick, easy collect. We make it easier than you expect.
Hi, Chef Michelle here of Mama Michelle's Cafe, home of the Soul Rolls, located at 10811 Hull Street Road. Give us a call at 804-912-1644 or order online at mommichelle's.com. Ask about our off-site catering options as well as our online ordering through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Follow us on all social media at Mama Michelle's Cafe. That's Mama Michelle's, Soul south of the James. Mention Mike on the mic and get a free dessert on us. Special rules apply.
Are you tired of dating online? Bloom Matchmaking offers a safe and effective alternative. Every match is vetted and background checked. Bloom Matchmaking offers a personalized experience just for you. Check us out at bloommatchmaking.com or give us a call at 804-205-5063. Let Bloom take the stress out of dating. Mention On the Mic with Mike and receive 20% off. That number again is 804-205-5063. Bloom Matchmaking, where love grows.
Do you want a crystal clear picture of your finances? Dial 804-601-0532 and schedule your free financial review with Crystal Clear Financial Solutions. Find us online at crystalclearfinancialsolutions.com.
Yes, this is Don Treese Brown. We're Brown Baylor. We are a creative strategy marketing agency down in Shockoe Bottom. We make history by curating experiences that matter. Please follow us on all of our social media, The Brown Baylor. You can also follow us on our website, brownbaylor.com.
Brown Baylor, hidden in plain sight. Sponsors of the On the Mic with Mike Swagger music series. Hear brand new stars every Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Mic with Mike and WJFN, 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
This is Candace Dion. Make sure you tune into Discussions with Dion every Monday at 2 p.m., where we talk inspiration, motivation, natural health, fitness, and life. You can find me at Dancing with Dion, D-I-O-N, dancingwithdion.com, and Candace Dion on Facebook and Instagram.
Talking about being your best. Discussions with Dion. Mondays on the Mic with Mike. Here on WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Welcome to Miss Gurley's, conveniently located at 4809 Parker Street in the heart of Fulton. We take food back to the basics, just like our grandmother, Gurley Frances Crump, used to do it, the way we've always done it. So grab your family, grab your friends, and come taste a little bit of home. Open for business 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Hey everyone, it's Heather Marie Van Cleve with Heather Marie Speaks, and I'm on the mic with Mike on WJFN Radio Thursdays from 2 to 2:30 p.m., bringing encouragement, education, and empowerment for mental health awareness with a little bit of fashion infused. Join me every Thursday from 2 to 2:30. I'll see you then.
When Heather Marie speaks, you should be listening. On the Mic with Mike, weekdays 1 to 3 on WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Oh, hello. I'm Louise Keaton from the Whistle Stop Theater Company. You're listening to On the Mic with Mike.
Every day
at 1 p.m. Cheers.
On the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program in the game.
Welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. You heard the man. This is the best business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. If you'd like to advertise in this program, now this is a shameless plug. If you'd like to advertise in this program and reach thousands and thousands of people, across Central Virginia, the strongest footprint. Make sure you contact me. You can reach me at Mike King Biz or hashtag Mike King Biz or either on the mic with Mike RVA. And we can go ahead and talk about how your business can be included. But first, what we do here is we showcase and spotlight our friends, people out there doing big things in the community. As I said, we're just going to give you a snippet of it because, you know, it's the media tease. That's what we do. So we're just going to give you a little bit of our friend, Heather Marie Speaks, because that's not her name. As she told me, that's what she does. This is Heather Marie Speaks right here. I feel like a DJ right now.
That was doomed from the start. I've known love that was pure as gold, but I was young and I left it in the cold. Ooh. Now it's time for me to rebuild, loving me now that I'm healed. Maybe one day new love will come around, but I'm not gonna sit here
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's just a little snippet. I feel like a cross between Don Cornelius, Casey Kasem, and what's the guy's name? Don Kirshner with the Rock? That's me. So that's the new version of On the Mic with Mike. We're dropping music, so if you know someone who they want to be something in the music business, you can just, send them my way. That's what we do here. The time's 1:20. Heather Marie Speaks. That was her latest endeavor. So what she does is she incorporates fashion, beauty with mental health and domestic violence and wraps them all together. And she showcases it here when she's with us 2 p.m. on Thursdays. On the Mic with Mike. Tomorrow we have Keely Byrne, who is in our Swagger studio. We are going to drop her promo. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that right now. And that way you'll see. So the Swagger studio is brought to you by Brown Baylor, our friends Don Treese Brown. And you're able to take a look at the videos that are produced during the Swagger studio by our good friends from DB Arcade. So if you'd ever need any video type work done, make sure you check out DB Arcade. Up next, we have Keely Byrne, who's going to be with us tomorrow at 2 p.m.
We're playing tug of war. What are we playing for when you can be holding the leash? Don't make me.
This is Keely Byrne, and I'll be coming to you live on the Mic with Mike, Friday, February 5th, 100.5 and 92.7 FM radio. See you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do here at Swagger Studio. We promote businesses, people who are doing good things in the community. So make sure that you get out and support them. The time is 1:21 on the Mic with Mike. At the bottom of the hour, we have Danielle Gilbert, who is with us, and she's going to be talking HR. And last couple of weeks, she's taught us about inclusion as well as employee handbooks and all the things to help your business stay on the right side of it. So the time is 1:22. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the other side.
I believe it should not be confusing or expensive for your business to accept credit cards. As a social enterprise business advocate, my mission gets you paid faster with fair rates, helping your business grow. We can be contacted at area code 804-503-8472, 804-503-8472, or at getbeyond.com. Again, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Quick, easy collect. We make it easier than you expect.
Hi, this is Sarah Ellen Bagby with J. Bella Photography, where you get more than just a photo, you get an experience. We are a traveling photography company that also specializes in hair and makeup, and we do everything from weddings, events, and portraits for our clients. So we hope to see you in the new year, 2021. You can find us on Facebook at JBella, that's JBELLA RVA. You can also find us on Instagram at JBella, JBELLA _photography RVA.
Hanley Watches is the must-have, stylish, comfortable, and versatile timepiece for the person who values quality. Hanley offers sophisticated, modern designs that inspires confidence and generates conversation. Contact us today for the On the Mic with Mike promo. Hanley Watches is the official timepiece of Mike King Biz and On the Mic with Mike. Connect with us at HanleyWatches.com today.
HANDLEY, HanleyWatches.com.
Welcome to Miss Gurley's, conveniently located at 4809 Parker Street in the heart of Fulton. We take food back to the basics, just like our grandmother, Gurley Frances Crump, used to do it, the way we've always done it. So grab your family, grab your friends, and come taste a little bit of home. Open for business 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Hey, Bernice.
Hey, Nat.
What's new?
Hopefully everything.
Sounds like you want to take two.
Sounds about right.
Are you looking to reset, recharge, and relaunch your life?
Maybe things didn't go exactly as planned.
Tune in every Monday at 2:30 p.m.
for our take on your Take Two.
Make it better the second time around. Take Two with Bernice and Nat on the Mic with Mike, Mondays at 2:30, right here on WJFN.
Hi, I'm Nicole Reed, CEO of Nicole Reed Real Estate and Associates, and I would like to help you build wealth through real estate. We are a full-service firm offering services to both individuals and businesses in residential and commercial real estate, property management, and credit repair. Let us help you get started or add to your portfolio today. We're not rated one of the top agents in Richmond Tri-Cities area by accident. We are intentional in redefining real estate to serve the best interest of all people. Contact us today at 804-721-7630 to get started. You can also reach us at NicoleReedRealEstate.com and email us at info@NicoleReedRealEstate.com. We look forward to serving you with all your real estate needs.
Nicole Reed Real Estate, Inc. is licensed in the Commonwealth of Virginia and is independently owned, powered by eXp Realty. NRRE Property Services and Build Credit LLC are independently owned, licensed in the Commonwealth of Virginia and are affiliated companies with Nicole Reed Real Estate, Inc.
Yes, this is Don Treese Brown. We're Brown Baylor, proud sponsors of the Swagger Series. Please feel free to follow us on our social media channels, The Brown Baylor. You can also visit us on our website, brownbaylor.com, and you can follow us on our most recent project, Hidden in Plain Sight, SITE.org.
Brown Baylor, Hidden in Plain Sight, sponsors of the On the Mic with Mike Swagger music series. Hear brand new stars every Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Mic with Mike and WJFN, 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Hey, Bernice.
Hey, Nat.
What's new?
Hopefully everything.
Sounds like you want to take two.
Sounds about right.
Are you looking to reset, recharge, and relaunch your life?
Maybe things didn't go exactly as planned.
Tune in every Monday at 2:30 p.m.
for our take on your Take Two.
Make it better the second time around. Take Two with Bernice and Nat on the Mic with Mike, Mondays at 2:30, right here on WJFN.
RVA's leading social enterprise show. On the Mic with Mike on WJFN Radio. Daily at 1 p.m. Mike King Biz, delivering food for thought. To find out more about the dynamic host of On the Mic with Mike, please visit his website at MikeKingBiz.com.
On the Mic with Mike, weekdays 1 p.m., part of the Midday Buffet on the all-new WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is 1:28 on the Mic with Mike. Danielle Gilbert is up next with, she is our guru for HR. We're going to talk to her. Top of the hour, Heather Marie Speaks, talking style, fashion, advocacy for mental health, as well as for domestic violence. And then we're going to have Mary Foley. Mary Foley is the founder of the Rev Up Society for Women Entrepreneurs. Like I said, they're the red cape ladies running around. Well, not anymore, but they used to have all the events, and the women were, it was women empowerment. And her topic is what it takes to be bold and thrive in business in 2021. I had just put up a video that she had. They were popping bottles. So, she said if you survive 2020 and you're a business and you're still standing, here's to the strong. So we're popping champagne around here. On the Mic with Mike, that's what we do here. We celebrate business. Every day we give business owners a chance to talk about what they do, not just what they do, who they are, what's their passion, what's their driver, to give you some great information like SBA yesterday. A small business is not just a small business. It's not one thing. So that was great information. SBA is here every Wednesday talking about the things to help your business. Friday we have Modern Love with Paula Pardell. Boy, she's helping you to stop with all that swiping right and left and marrying or dating creeps. Paula, I guess I shouldn't put it like that, but they are who they are. So Paula Pardell is out there to help you, so don't swipe left, don't swipe right. Make sure you contact Bloom Matchmaking, Paula Pardell. Alrighty, 129 and some change. Up next, we're going to have Danielle Gilbert. She's going to be here taking us to the top, giving us some great insight into the whole world of HR and how to make your business compliant. Thanks.
Robbie McAteer of American Service Company always knew that if he provided good, honest heating and air, plumbing and gas service and installation at a fair price, and that if he treated staff, technicians, and customers like family, that he'd earn their trust and their business. But that's only part of what makes us such a great team. The other part is you. Call 804-739-4094 or visit us at ascrva.com.
Southern Gun World and Southern Police says thank you for supporting your Second Amendment rights. Guns and ammo, they're in stock at Southern Gun World and Southern Police. This is a small, woman-owned and operated business located at 7609 Midlothian Turnpike. God bless the USA from Southern Gun World and Southern Police.
Call Southern Gun World Southern Police today, 804-323-1858, 804-323-1858. Southern Gun World Southern Police.
Happy Thursday. I'm Kiara Johnson with your WJFN 100.5 FM weather report brought to you by the Stanley Law Group Weather Center. Richmond, sunny to partly cloudy, high 52 degrees. For your tonight, 80% chance of rain later in the night with cloudy skies. 38 degrees is your low. Atlanta, Georgia, cloudy, high 53 degrees. For your Thursday night, cloudy skies with 90% chance of rain later on in the night, low of 44 degrees. Washington, D.C., sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds, high 47. For your Thursday night, cloudy with occasional light rain, low of 37, 70% chance of that rain. This has been your weather report. Please visit VAStanleyLawGroup.com.
Ponder this. Remember Linus, the Peanuts character who always carried his trusty security blanket? Linus's blanket provided him with comfort and a sense of safety. He carried it with him constantly. Like Linus, we all need to feel safe and secure in our daily life. We need to be able to live a life without fear. Many of us turn to drugs and alcohol to dull our sense of fear. Some of us turn to our electronic devices to provide a way to distract us from the craziness in this world. And some of us turn to food and unhealthy relationships to provide comfort and consolation. The truth is, we will never find complete peace and joy amid the trials of life without going to the source of life, God the Father. Through his Son, Jesus, the path to peace of mind can be found. As Jesus himself said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. It is through him that you can find true peace, a peace that the world can never give. Go to Jesus today and simply ask him to give you the peace that only he can give. I'm Susie Kelly, and I am passionately Catholic.
Hi, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy with Beyond. I believe it should not be confusing or expensive for your business to accept credit cards. As a social enterprise business advocate, my mission gets you paid faster with fair rates, helping your business grow. We can be contacted at area code 804-503-8472, 804-503-8472, or at getbeyond.com. Again, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Quick, easy collect. We make it easier than you expect.
Hey guys, this is Robin with DB Arcade Commercial, Video, and Photography. If you need creative visual content for social media or traditional advertising, then we're the team you want working for you. We create custom, ROI-driven videos and photography for your business, no matter what products or services you offer. We've worked with local newspapers, gyms, real estate agents, financial advisors, clothing companies, restaurants, and more. For more information, check us out on our website at db-arcade.com.
Hi, Chef Michelle here of Ma Michelle's Cafe, home of the Soul Rolls, located at 10811 Whole Street Road. Give us a call at 804-912-1644 or order online at mamichelle's.com. Ask about our off-site catering options as well as our online ordering through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Follow us on all social media at Ma Michelle's Cafe. That's Ma Michelle's, Soul south of the James. Mention Mike on the mic and get a free dessert on us. Special rules apply.
Hanley Watches is the must-have, stylish, comfortable, and versatile timepiece for the person who values quality. Hanley offers sophisticated, modern designs that inspires confidence and generates conversation. Contact us today for the On the Mic with Mike promo. Hanley Watches is the official timepiece of Mike King Biz and On the Mic with Mike. Connect with us at HanleyWatches.com today.
HANDLEY, HanleyWatches.com.
Yes, this is Don Treese Brown. We're Brown Baylor, proud sponsors of the Swagger Series. Please feel free to follow us on our social media channels, The Brown Baylor. You can also visit us on our website, brownbaylor.com, and you can follow us on our most recent project, Hidden in Plain Sight, SITE.org.
Brown Baylor, Hidden in Plain Sight, sponsors of the On the Mic with Mike Swagger music series. Hear brand new stars every Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Mic with Mike and WJFN, 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Hello, Danielle Gilbert, the owner and HR strategist of Manifesting You Consulting, HR firm here in Richmond, Virginia. On Thursdays, every Thursday at 1:30, you can catch me live on the mic with Mike King Biz, talking about all things HR. Call in to hear any tips, trends, ask your questions. You can catch me. I look forward to hearing from you every Thursday, 1:30, on the mic with Mike King Biz. Hello, good afternoon. You're on the mic with Mike King Biz. You're hearing the voice of Danielle M. Gilbert, the owner and creative designer, strategist of Manifesting You Consulting, HR consulting firm here in Richmond, Virginia, helping small to medium-sized companies with their HR department. How's it going, Mike?
I'm doing great. I see you're rocking your proud colors here today.
Yes, just in a different way.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout
yes,
out.
Thank you. You're very... You pay attention.
I was an only kid. I'm forced to. I don't miss things.
You don't.
No, that's plus I'm old, too. Old people catch stuff.
Yeah, as you got to continue to remind the folks that you're over the age of 40 and you're protected. Because we're talking all things HR
yes.
with Danielle. So the inside joke is to remind Mike that he's a protected class because he's over the age of 40.
And that I don't get anything extra for being over 60.
Over 60.
Nothing extra.
So, we're here today, and today we're going to talk about how to hire the best talent.
And is it not just hiring, it's recruiting the best.
It's recruiting, retaining.
And you know what? Can I have a minute?
You surely can.
I'm good. You know how I know?
How?
You're sitting here. And
Was that a shameless plug?
No, that's just what I'm saying. I can see talent and come to you. I said to you that you needed to do this a year or something ago.
Yes, so let's talk about that,
Yes,
right? So we're going to, if you've been listening for the past 4 or 5 weeks, you know that Mike and I, we talk about all things HR and other things as well. So
yes,
all things HR is not just all HR things. So a year ago, you came to me and you said, Danielle, you need to be on the radio.
Or TV.
Mm-hmm. And at that time, I wasn't in the space.
Yes.
My mind wasn't there to physically say that I wanted to be on TV or radio.
Mm-hmm.
Despite that you've convinced me that I have the perfect voice for the voiceovers.
Yes.
Okay. So what made me say now is the time to elevate and come out of my shell, I sometimes go into a shell.
Shocking.
People find that very hard to believe.
Yes, I don't know why, but it's possible.
So when you had Sarah Ellen, shout out to Sarah Ellen.
Yes.
J Bella Photography, if you're watching.
Biz Excellence, yes.
Biz Excellence. She does a whole lot. She's dynamic. I said, okay, he's connected and he's finding his way to getting talent on this show, and why am I not on that show?
Because from a business standpoint, going back to HR, how do you find those people who are out there so you can recruit the best and brightest and get them to come to you when you may not be number one? If you're the big dog, it may be easy to get them. Only thing you have to say is, I'm number one.
Right.
And you rock and roll with number one, that's why you come with me. But how about if you're number 4 or 5 or 3, but you're moving in the right direction? You have to convince that person to come with you. See, I understand how to bring something.
But to your point, though, it was networking and collaboration and your ability to see the skill set, right? Because when you're hiring people, you want to talk about the knowledge, the skills, the abilities. The KSAs is what we call it in the
Wait,
HR
what is it called?
Knowledge, skills, and abilities. So
KSAs.
Yes. They use it in the military. So not just, I shouldn't say the military, the government, should I say. So when you're going to apply for a position in the government, on the application, you always want to talk about your KSAs, your knowledge, skills, and abilities. So when you do that, and so we use that terminology in HR because when you're looking for the best and the brightest, right? And you saw that Sarah had a whole lot of knowledge, skills, and abilities in what she was doing around photography, her business side of her coaching business. And I said to myself, my point is, I said to myself, he sees talent, and he sees not just talent, he sees the best talent. So when you're on LinkedIn and you're posting and you really say that you have a rock star team to come out and talk about business, that's what it's about, right? You network, you collaborate. So when you're looking for talent in the world, right, it's all about talking to others, right? Connecting with people, seeing, okay, who do you know that can fit into this role or have that knowledge, skills, and abilities, not just to do the job, but to excel in the job. So that's what brought me back to coming and reaching out to you and said, okay, what are we going to do? Mm-hmm. And then also, 2020 was a crazy year.
Yes, it was.
And wanted to walk into 2021 with a different mindset and being able to share what I have to offer from an HR perspective, knowing that HR is one of the top departments that get X when it comes to budgeting.
That is, that's true.
Yeah.
Because, and HR is right there along with the marketing department. Mm-hmm. They're going to send them packing.
Yes.
The marketing department will put you out of business because maybe you can't get enough business. Mm-hmm. But the HR department can get you sued into oblivion.
And totally be out of business.
Yes. with some stains that might be going with you down the road, mm-hmm. because something may have happened. So when business owners, how do they position themselves to look a certain way to attract top talent? What do they need to do?
So the first thing is making sure, and it's a lot of times in HR, it's all about having a plan. So what is the recruiting plan? What is your strategy, right? What do you need? What type of jobs do you need? What skill sets do you need? Understanding, going back to the network, once you identify that, right, are you connected with the right organization, the right people? So, if you're looking for nurses, you're looking for RNs, are you going to the top universities, right? Are you a part of nursing organizations that would help you really find individuals who have that skill set that you're looking for? But I think it goes a little deeper than just looking, right? Because you can get the people, they can apply. But if you don't have someone who has the ability to look and review the applications, do proper phone screening, so you're not wasting time and you're asking the right questions, right? And then once you hire, making sure that you have a process from step A to step Z, that you are bringing that person, giving them the red carpet treatment. Because what happens, we hire people because we was like, yes, that's the best candidate. They have everything that we need. We hire them. We do a piss poor job at the onboarding process, right? You don't have your benefits. You don't have things in order. You don't have the system. So your new hire is lost because you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a plan.
Has it gotten worse because it may have been bad in person. What happens now when we had a shaky process to start off with and everything's virtual? So now I'm getting a new job. I got the email that says I got it. I'm excited. I never meet the people who I'm supposed to integrate with to make this thing happen.
Yes. And so that's what causes the road. It was smooth at first.
Yes.
The road begins to get
of course.
bumpy.
It was, like the dating thing.
Yeah.
We were good until the wheels fell off.
Until the wheels fall off, right? Until you didn't get what you wanted.
True. The wheels didn't fall off, but they got wobbly.
Did the bolts and nuts and all of that fall out of it?
Yeah. It's been 40 years, but I still remember those. I remember those wobbly wheels.
So what did you do to bring it all back together? Because once you create a bumpy road, especially in the perspective of a new employee, and you've started to create hiccups in the process, and they're like, what did I just sign up for, and I'm leaving? So you could have had the best talent, but in the sense of dating, what did you do to bring it back together? Okay, we're going to keep talking about HR. I think commercial break.
Because my wife is like, I ain't coming on. You don't want me to come on to forget Mike King Biz. We'll be telling Mike King stuff, and I'll be like, we're going to take a break real quick. But I guess people ask me, how do you stay married for 40 years? Mm-hmm. And I'd say, joking, don't expect much. And when I say that, we're not going to have that day of the wedding where everybody's drinking and having a good time on us. You could get anybody to do that. For marriage to work, like for partnerships to work even in business, you have to find people you're ready to go to battle with. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you might be battling them.
Right.
But you're going to have people who understand we're looking at the same thing. When people say there's no I in team, and I say, no, there's not. But if I don't do my job, it makes your life harder.
Exactly.
And now the team got a problem.
Yes, and that's important, right? Because when you think about hiring someone and then the hiring manager is supposed to take that employee through a process, making sure that they have all the tools and resources. And when I say tools and resources, do they have their computer? Do they have maybe a badge that they need? Do they know where to go if they have a problem, right? Is it always HR? Do they have another person that may handle employee wellness, right? Who are the key players in the organization, and are we communicating? So I think even bringing it back in business is making sure that you have an open communication, you have a process, and you're telling people what that process is. Because people want to know what's expected of them.
They do. Because if you don't, and now this is Sarah Ellen's thing, get it up front, because there will be questions and problems on the back end.
Absolutely.
The time's 1:47. Here's another one that through my extensive history. This whole open door policy thing. Now let's just stop. Because there's a chain of command, and open door policy bucks the chain of command. I was in the Army. I understand, and every commander says I got an open door policy.
Right.
When you go in there, yes, they're going to sit there and give all of the yes. But when you leave, the levels in the ladder that may have been bypassed, it becomes problematic because you didn't believe in the system enough.
So I would have to respectively disagree with you.
You don't have to. You could just disagree. Like, Mike, you crazy.
And the reason I'm going to disagree with you. So, yes, you may say open door policy is just BS, right? And it really doesn't exist?
No, it does exist.
Okay.
It does exist, but I think what people get from it is kind of, you're not going to get what you think that you're going to get. Because the person there is part of the system.
But see, that's what we got to get out of our own way and stop sabotaging our own thought process, right?
That's why you're here.
So let's talk about that.
Yes.
Right. So just when someone says they have an open door policy and I'm HR and you decide that you want to come to me instead of going to your manager first, right? But you may have a problem with the manager. So you may not want to go to that manager's manager because you may feel that manager's manager is after you, right? So at some point there must be a way to say, how do I communicate with someone so that I can get my issues off of my chest and get them resolved? And the two people that you want to go to in the chain of command may not be the best people to have a conversation with. They may actually be the worst two managers in your organization.
Correct.
Right? So who do they go to? So the open door policy does exist. Yes, there is a chain of command, but if you've gone through your chain of command, you have issues with your chain of command, you have to have another outlet. And that outlet could be HR, despite HR being part of the organization or the system, as we would call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Danielle Gilbert is here to help us with that information. So so you may not just have to leave the situation and go find another job. You may be able to work through the process because there is a handbook and there are steps for things to happen to remedy what you may see as a problem.
Right.
Without feelings being hurt.
Without feelings being hurt and you feeling like you are in the race alone, right? You never want to feel alone. So you do want to make sure that you have someone to go to. And then if it doesn't get to the point where you can resolve it through the chain of command or HR, then take other courses of action that you feel that are appropriate and legal, right? But at the end of the day, we have to follow some process. There are rules in place for a reason.
Yeah, true. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is 1:50. On the mic with Mike. Danielle Gilbert's here. She is our HR guru. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the other side because now I always say my grandkids need stuff, but she got twins.
Yes,
and they need stuff.
They need a whole lot.
They need double, so we got to take a break.
Hi, this is Andy with Junk Luggers. Have you ever wondered why you see the big green junk lugger trucks racing all over town hither and yon? It's because we've taken an eco-friendly approach to junk and furniture removal. Instead of dumping items in the landfill, we work with local area charities to donate, repurpose, and recycle the items, keep them out of the landfill, and give back to the local communities to those in need. You can find out more about us at www.junkluggersofcentralva.com or give us a call at 804-299-3814.
Hanley Watches is the must-have, stylish, comfortable, and versatile timepiece for the person who values quality. Hanley offers sophisticated, modern designs that inspires confidence and generates conversation. Contact us today for the On the Mic with Mike promo. Hanley Watches is the official timepiece of Mike King Biz and On the Mic with Mike. Connect with us at HanleyWatches.com today.
HANDLEY, HanleyWatches.com.
Are you tired of dating online? Bloom Matchmaking offers a safe and effective alternative. Every match is vetted and background checked. Bloom Matchmaking offers a personalized experience just for you. Check us out at bloommatchmaking.com or give us a call at 804-205-5063. Let Bloom take the stress out of dating. Mention On the Mic with Mike and receive 20% off. That number again is 804-205-5063. Bloom Matchmaking, where love grows.
Hey everyone, it's Heather Marie Van Cleve with Heather Marie Speaks, and I'm on the mic with Mike on WJFN Radio Thursdays from 2 to 2:30 p.m., bringing encouragement, education, and empowerment for mental health awareness with a little bit of fashion infused. Join me every Thursday from 2 to 2:30. I'll see you then.
When Heather Marie speaks, you should be listening. On the Mic with Mike, weekdays 1 to 3 on WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day at 1 p.m.
That's what I do.
Welcome back to Mike King Biz on the mic. I know I always just mess it up, but you know it's my show right now.
Yes.
And I'm going to do it and say how I want to do it right until you fire me.
But see, I have to write up a whole bunch of documentation.
But hello, you're hearing the voice of Danielle Gilbert, the virtual HR strategist of Manifesting You. We are an HR consulting firm that helps small to medium-sized companies, and today I have the pleasure to be here with Mike King Biz.
Okay, give our listeners something. So we're going up. We've done 1 month of January of 2021. All the people who are standing, congratulations to those businesses. Give people something that, from an HR perspective, that they better start doing right now, because it's very important. Now, you talked about the handbook to be compliant. You talked about the whole COVID thing, which was they were forced to pay before, but now it's
changing.
Ooh.
But you know what? It's not just one thing, Mike. I think, we summarize it in one category of saying being in compliance, and people are like, what does being in compliance mean, right? Are your I-9s completely filled out? Do you have the appropriate documentation for your I-9s, right? Do you have applications? Have you done a background check, and did you get permission before you did the background check? Compliance is so, we could be here for hours, days, talking about how important compliance is. So the number one thing that I will always tell our listeners, those who are looking for an HR consultant, if you need one, I'm here. You can find me at www.manifestingyou.com, on all social media, Manifesting You. If you need one, I'm here to help you, because I really want everyone to understand the importance that whether you are a startup, a small business, a medium-sized business, even a large business, you need HR. And HR is really there to guide you, mentor you, and advise you of what not to do, to save you that money. And not just save you money, but save you thousands of dollars, because if you get sued and you get put out of business because you fail to hire someone who's competent and skilled in HR.
And so the idea that from a fractional standpoint, the person can get you and your services so that they do not have to have the person full-time on staff because budgets are tight and revenue's down. But you're saying don't go without.
Don't go without. We offer, and I don't think I shared this with the listeners, but I'll share it now. Although I come in and I can be your HR business partner, your HR director, I also have month-to-month memberships. Okay. With those memberships, what it does, it allows you to have access to an HR portal, so you have access to templates, things that have been vetted by a legal counsel. You will have the ability to, depending on the level of membership, to have monthly or weekly consulting calls with me, right? HR handbook is included, HR audit, depending on where you are with your business. So there are different memberships that we offer for those who cannot afford to do a monthly retainer.
Okay.
That's much larger because you have the full access to me. For those who need someone, don't want to pay benefits, don't want to pay employment tax, right? All of those benefits of an HR consultant, we're definitely here to help. We offer organizational assessment, human resources preparation courses. So we're just not a consulting firm. We actually, I'm actually releasing on February the 15th what we call the HR in a box. You literally get all your forms, templates, checklists, policies, literally in a box, but it's virtually.
That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you do a lot of things. We got to touch on some of them. So I talked to your partner, Sarah Ellen Bagby. Shout out to her with this.
Yes.
How do you keep, as a serial entrepreneur, how do you go from the galas to HR to M&M? Do you set aside time for each one of them? So we got about a minute or so for you to explain what people need to do, because like serial entrepreneurs do a number of things, and how do you not mix them up?
It's called a virtual assistant and a social media manager.
Okay.
See, when you build an empire,
I wouldn't know, so you could just
but you
keep
know
talking.
what just happened. Amazon, right?
Yes.
He just stepped down.
Yes.
Right? So he built this empire, and he's like, I'm stepping down. Because he's put people in place to run his business. And that's what I literally have done. I can't do it all. So when I say I'm a serial entrepreneur, it's literally because of my team, my virtual assistants, my social media, my account, all of the people that help my businesses run. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me a serial entrepreneur. And not that I just do it, I do it to the best of my ability.
Okay. What's new with the book? We got to talk about that real quick.
Real quick, March, probably by the end of March, The Breakthrough, Positioning Yourself, is coming out, is released. You can pre-order it. If you pre-order, you can be listed in my book for free. So if you're a business owner, or if you're just an individual who are looking to support, you can literally message me on Facebook, send you the link, and you can pre-order and be listed in my book for free. It's
M&M Creative.
And M&M Creative Art is coming out with their own M&M Creative Art subscription box for little girls that would have specialties in there for all the pretty little girls that want to keep their lips glossy. They want a book
double
to read. Double sassy lip gloss collection.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Danielle Gilbert building an empire out there. That's why I would rock and roll with you.
Yes.
We'd like to thank you for coming. Real quick.
You can catch me on all social media platforms. Manifest in you. Thank you.
Thanks. Now, up the top, about 15 seconds, we got Heather Marie Speaks. She's in the house. She came with music. She got a tribe with her today. That's how it is when you're a rock star. Yeah. You just roll with a posse. I'm just old Mike here, just trying to make it work. I'll see you at 2. Thank you.
This is WJFN Goochland, WJFN Chester, 100.5 FM, 92.7 FM, and AM 820.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. The House will be voting today to decide if Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene will remain on 2 House panels. Details from correspondent Bernie Bennett.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the House will take action regarding the freshman Republican.
Today, the House will vote to remove Representative Greene from her seat on Education and Labor and the Budget Committees.
Pelosi expressed dismay that Republicans would reward the Georgia Congresswoman accused of making threatening and rash remarks with committee assignments. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy says Democrats should be careful judging members for remarks made before they were elected.
If we are now going to start judging what other members have said before they're even members of Congress, I think it's going to be a hard time for the Democrats to place anybody on committee.
Bernie Bennett in Washington.
Also at SRNnews.com, President Biden told the National Prayer Breakfast that faith provides hope in dark times and shows the way forward. White House correspondent Greg Clugston with more.
In remarks to this year's virtual National Prayer Breakfast, the president spoke of the importance of religious faith.
For me, in the darkest moments, faith provides hope and solace, provides clarity and purpose as well.
He listed the nation's many challenges from COVID-19 to racial strife, saying there are many difficult nights to endure, but we'll get through them together.
The Bible tells us, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Greg Clugston, Washington.
Chicago's mayor has demanded that the city's teachers union reach agreement on COVID-19 safety protocols that would bring thousands of students back to classrooms. But Lori Lightfoot declined to say what she would do if the Chicago Teachers Union does not reach an agreement by the end of the day. The Labor Department reporting U.S. productivity in the October-December quarter fell by the largest amount in 39 years as the pandemic roiled the labor market. The Dow up 269 points, the NASDAQ ahead 120. More on these stories at townhall.com.
2021 is already off to a disturbing start for conservatives. We've seen Twitter unilaterally shut down President Trump's account. The conservative platform Parler was booted off the Apple Store by Apple, and big tech is muzzling free speech at a speed that nobody could have predicted. Nobody except biologist and evolutionary theorist Brett Weinstein, who appeared in the film No Safe Spaces to issue this warning about political correctness running amok.
YouTube and Google, Facebook and Twitter dictate whose voices can be heard. And if those entities start trying to engineer the conversation to adhere to the rules laid out with these phony Trojan horse terms, disaster will be the result.
You and your family need to see No Safe Spaces now before any more of our freedoms are muzzled. Just go to salemnow.com to get your copy of No Safe Spaces. Use the promo code SALEM for 20% off. salemnow.com. Promo code SALEM.
The International Red Cross has pledged $110 million to ensure COVID-19 vaccines get to the most vulnerable communities in the poorest countries. BBC correspondent Imogene Folks reports.
Wealthy countries are now well underway with vaccination. Poorer countries are not. The World Health Organization has a program to supply them with millions of doses. Now the Red Cross is stepping in with logistical support. National Red Cross societies all over the world will help to deliver vaccines to communities and individuals who are economically or geographically isolated. Red Cross staff will also work to build trust and counter misinformation in areas where there is vaccine hesitancy. The plan aims to reach 500 million people.
BBC correspondent Imogene Folks. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. An Ohio police officer has been charged with murder. Mike Gracia has that story in this report.
A former Columbus, Ohio police officer has been indicted for murder in the December shooting death of 47-year-old Andre Hill. Adam Coy, who is white, is also charged with dereliction of duty for failure to use his body camera and for failing to tell the other officer that he believed Hill presented a danger. Police body cam footage showed Hill was fatally shot by Coy after Hill emerged from a garage holding up a cell phone. There is no audio because Coy did not activate the body camera. Coy and another officer had responded to a neighbor's non-emergency call about a car running, then shut off, then turned back on. Coy was fired 6 days after the shooting. I'm Mike Gracia.
Another check on Wall Street. Stocks remain higher. The Dow up 281 points. The S&P 33 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm John Scott.
There's only one Godzilla of the truth, The John Frederick Show, lighting up the airways 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. The Oracle of the Deplorables wants you to hear all of his shows and great newsmaker interviews whenever you want. Catch his daily podcast on the new WJFN YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com. Put WJFN Radio in the search bar. WJFN Radio. All the shows are right there. YouTube's big tech censors shut the regular channel down, but Godzilla fights back. WJFN Radio on YouTube. Subscribe now.
Feel the hot new reels and cool cash at Rosie's Gaming Emporium. Are you ready for added excitement, more ways to win, and bigger payouts? Then stop into your favorite Rosie's and check out our all-new machines where jackpot pools start at $100,000. Don't miss the next level of jackpots, new ways to win, and big-time payouts. Only at Rosie's Gaming Emporium.
Stop by and win today or click rosiesgaming.com for more info. rosiesgaming.com.
Listen, could Gregory change your life?
I went from size 44 pants back to the size 38 pants that I had worn when I was in college. Now the 38-inch pants fall off of me. I lost the weight. I felt better. I've lost 63 pounds and 6 inches of pant size. God bless you for having this product and having it at a reasonable price.
Outstanding. Gregory is 70 and lost belly fat and 6 inches off his waist in 5 months. Since 2004, Andro 400 has been helping men like you lose belly fat, gain energy, and improve their lifestyle. We guarantee it. Go to andro400.com for more true testimonials, before and after photos, and special discounts. Only available on andro400.com. andro400.com.
Hi, this is Andy with Junk Luggers. Have you ever wondered why you see the big green junk lugger trucks racing all over town hither and yon? It's because we've taken an eco-friendly approach to junk and furniture removal. Instead of dumping items in the landfill, we work with local area charities to donate, repurpose, and recycle the items, keep them out of the landfill, and give back to the local community to those in need. You can find out more about us at www.junkluggersofcentralva.com or give us a call at 804-299-3814.
Hey everyone, it's Heather Marie Van Cleve with Heather Marie Speaks, and I'm on the mic with Mike on WJFN Radio Thursdays from 2 to 2:30 p.m., bringing encouragement, education, and empowerment for mental health awareness with a little bit of fashion infused. Join me every Thursday from 2 to 2:30. I'll see you then.
When Heather Marie speaks, you should be listening. On the Mic with Mike, weekdays 1 to 3 on WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. It is the best business radio program around. The time is 2:08. It's Thursday, but you know what that means. Heather Marie speaks, and she tells me that's not her name. That's what she does. But today, Heather Marie got a posse who rolls with her, talented people. She got a list of creators, but today she has new music. Welcome to the program. The name of your song is?
The name of my song is Fairy Tale. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I've got Ty Cooper here. Big shout out to Andrew Hypes. We're getting ready to drop the very first single that we've done together. And you're hearing it here first on WJFN.
That's right. That's how we do things. Conservative radio never sounded this good.
I've known love and it's broken my heart. I've known love that was doomed from the start. And I've known love that was pure as gold. But I was young and I left it in the cold. Ooh. Now it's time for me to rebuild. Loving me and now that I'm healed. Maybe one day new love will come around. But I'm not gonna sit here doing nothing. It's time to make my own fairy tale. This kind of love that starts with loving me. The kind of love that makes you wanna believe. You have to be your own dream girl, your own dream boy. Ooh. So now it's time for me to rebuild the love in me. Now that I'm healed, maybe one day new love will come around. But I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing. It's time to make my own fairy tale. Fairy tale. Ooh, love yourself. Ooh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to let Heather speak on that one. But that's killing it right there.
Thank you.
That really is good. So shout out to Andrew Hypes.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew Hypes. I was really excited. That was the first song that I've actually written all the lyrics and put it to music. Like, I've written stuff since I was really little, and I've sung since I was old enough to talk, but I've never created my own collaboration with someone else that was as talented as Andrew. So I'm really excited that we were able to kind of bring our gifts together, because it's all about collaborating.
That's true.
So
we're going to be rocking that here on the program, but you got a lot of folks we got to get to.
We do.
So I'm just, go ahead.
Yeah,
The mic's
so
yours.
first shout out real quick to the sponsor of today's show, which is Lexus of Carytown. I am a proud ambassador of their dresses, and you'll see me don them every once in a while. We've got some really cool stuff coming up within the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. But huge shout out to Lexus of Carytown. They've got a sale going on for Valentine's, 30% off. Go check them out, whether you're going to prom, whether you're doing pageants. They've got some amazing things, and they sell wedding dresses.
They have a big selection,
They
too.
do.
I think so.
They do. They've been amazing. So that is one of our sponsors, VA Style Magazine, our VA Fashion Week, Very Ashley, 707 and the 707 Red Button Club. So huge shout out to our sponsors. Today I'm super excited because I have an author on hold. His name is Tommy Thompson. I did a community spotlight with him. There is a post on Facebook. You can actually watch our community spotlight. It's also on YouTube. So I want to welcome Tommy Thompson. Tommy, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey,
Good
Tommy,
to
how
be on
are
the
you?
show. Doing great, thanks.
So
Love
glad
the
that you're
single.
able to join us today. I'm here at the studio. Normally, I've been broadcasting from Queen Bee and Company, which is my newest venture, The Tea Room, and we did an awesome interview together. But tell everybody a little bit about your new book that's out called Space to Breathe Again, and it's just about creating margin and how important it is for your mental health. But go ahead and talk a little bit about why you wrote that book and where they can find it.
Well, great, thanks. It's great to be on the show. I'm really excited to have my first book out, Space to Breathe Again. And it's really kind of the culmination of a 30-year learning journey that goes back to when, for me, life was kind of falling apart. And the crazy thing about that period that started this journey was I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was in the midst of just growing multiple businesses. My brother and I had 4 different businesses that we own and ran, beginning to build a family. Daughter was born. I was very active in our church teaching as an elder, leading a search committee. But as a result of all those things going on, I just became completely overwhelmed and overloaded. And the stress built up, and I really was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And I needed to learn this lesson that we're not meant to live that way. So,
yeah, we talked a little bit about it, too, at the Tea Room, that so often, especially in America, we're kind of driven to kind of constantly hustle, and oftentimes people will burn the candle at both ends, which is never a good thing. You will burn yourself out. So it's so important to be more self-aware and to recognize when you start to feel like you're doing too much. Ty and I were just talking. Ty is here today at the studio, too. Ty Cooper, a producer for many, many different things, but he's doing a short film here in Richmond, and we were talking about how both of our lives are so busy that oftentimes people say, do you sleep? And so I said, yes, I do, but there's a great book out that's called Place to Breathe Again that Tommy Thompson wrote, and it's talking about making that margin in your life. So I'm excited. People definitely need to check out the YouTube channel so you can watch the entire interview between Tommy and I. But Tommy, talk a little bit about where they can find you and how you are also working to help people with their mental health outside of this book.
Sure. Well, the book can be found on Amazon, and my website, www.tommythompson.org, has, the book there and other resources. And, as I've moved through these years and a variety of entrepreneurial ventures, I've moved into the world of coaching people, life coaching, executive coaching, leadership coaching. And, the idea that I have behind this is that there are so many people that are just running so hard, and they think that that's the only way to find purpose and find meaning in life. And yet I've learned so much that we actually live more into our purpose when we create that space to breathe, when we create that space to reflect, take care of ourselves, relate with the people we love, relate with God. That's God's path, but it's the path to even greater purpose. So I look to try to kind of tell that message to people that I work with and people that I write to, that, you don't have to run at full speed to have a meaningful, purposeful life.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked, too, about making sure that you have a day of Sabbath where you're just resting. And it's not only biblical, but it's good for your mental health to make sure that you're taking a day to rest. It's so important in your life. And so I love that you're out there shining a light for people and helping them with their mental health so they can thrive. Huge shout out to David Bodkins for connecting us. I think he got connected with you through the life coaching, right?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Awesome.
And,
well,
really early on, both with David and just in my life, it was, that practicing the Sabbath was kind of the first little taste of what it's like to get a little bit of space in our lives.
Yeah, so important. Well, I'm so excited. We're also going to be doing a book signing at Queen Bee and Company with Tommy Thompson to be able to have his book signed. We're going to schedule that soon, so stay on the lookout on both of our platforms. Tommy, tell people how they can find you on social media.
Well, I try to maintain a reasonable level of social media, even though it's such a distraction.
I know, it's a love-hate thing out there, isn't it?
It totally is, but it's also a great venue in the right perspective for getting out messages and good words. So I use probably Instagram the most, and it's author Tommy Thompson, but I'm also on Facebook and LinkedIn, so you can really find me on any of those platforms, and just try to keep on sharing good words.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. You're welcome to stay on. We're going to talk to Ty a little bit, but stay tuned. I've definitely tagged Tommy in all of my social media posts for today, so you can find him easily there. And then again, go onto my YouTube channel. You'll be able to see the full interview that talks a lot more in depth about his book and why he wrote it, and so many more great mental health tips that I loved being able to talk with you. So it's truly an honor to have met you and to be working with you to promote your book. I really appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Heather. It's great being on the show, and appreciative of all the good work that you're doing.
Thank you, Tommy. Keep shining a light out there. So our next guest here that we have is Ty Cooper, and he was totally not prepared for today, but I was like, wait a second. Amidst all the different things that I'm doing, I have a film being produced from the Tea Room on Monday, and Ty was here. So I'm like, you know what, come in here. Let's do a shout out for your film that's being produced and show the world who you are. So tell everybody who you are and what's going on here in Richmond.
Well, I'm Ty Cooper. I'm the writer, director, and producer of the upcoming film Amanda.
Awesome. And Ty and I were talking a couple months ago, I guess, about where you were going to, because originally you were going to go to New York.
Yeah, it's going to be filmed in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And but with COVID, and it's just really cumbersome to do it in Brooklyn. So decided to do it in Richmond. Richmond, Shaka Bottom and some other areas has a unique. Richmond has a unique feel.
It does.
That doesn't exist in some other parts of Virginia.
Yeah.
So and it resembles a lot of Brooklyn, especially the urban farmhouse where I'm shooting the restaurant scene, that Copperstone.
Yeah.
Just like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
In downtown Manhattan. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited about you being out here in Richmond because it is historic and there's a lot of things. There's a lot of movies being done out here. I know Christine Conway's a director out here in Richmond too. She does a bunch of stuff, and there was a Netflix and Apple TV. Mm-hmm. There was all kinds of different stuff being filmed, but really excited about Ty being out here. Super excited that he's filming out of the Tea Room.
Can you tell me what's Amanda about?
Amanda's about a young woman who's from California, moved to an urban city in Brooklyn.
Okay.
But she moved to an urban city, go to NYU, and she's a painter. She's 28 years old. She lost her mother when she was 9 years old to cancer. And so she held that trauma, for all her life, haven't had any real relationships as far as a boyfriend, because, she just never want to get close to someone too close to where if they pass, because all she remember of her mom was trauma, her mother suffering. And she's waiting for her artwork to get curated in the gallery, which is, Queen Bee and Company.
And don't tell them everything because you want people to watch
it. I'm not.
Don't tell them the choice, but there is a lot of mental health.
Yes,
and
mental
that's one
health,
of the reasons why I loved being able to support him, because it talks about real life stories. Right now, especially in the pandemic, people are struggling with their mental health. So it's important to be able to talk about it and put it out there so that people can relate to it and understand it. But I'm really excited about that happening too.
So you always been a creative?
Yeah, I own a marketing company for 28 years. I started my company when I was an undergrad. So I promote concerts and shows, homecoming concerts, all that. That's how I started. Cool. And so, theoretically, you are creating in that process as a marketer. You're creating everything from the vision to the unveiling of the actual event and everything in between. So, I always had a creative, bone in my body. But I wrote a stage play, a 3-act stage play in '97, and it was a hit. I had over 1,000 people the first night, opening night, and then I got bit by the bug. Started writing other stage plays and putting them on, and I produced a couple of movies, and I got some awards.
Just a
on the
couple
film
awards.
festival circuit.
Just
Yeah, just a couple. Yeah,
he's got a lot of awards. He's being very humble right now. So super excited that he's doing some stuff out here in Richmond because he's quite the rock star. So.
No, thank you. You too kind. but Amanda's a sweetheart, and I you know when you really develop a character and you writing a movie, a play, a book, the character, if it's well developed, if she or he is well developed, the character start writing itself. And like literally, I had to write some of this. I had to write the dialogue for the other characters, but Amanda's response to those other characters just it was just right. She just wrote herself like halfway through.
So how is it that a creative comes into contact with another one, and there's the whole mental health thing that's sorta in line?
God, I'm not trying to turn your.
Go ahead, man. It's my show. You go do what you want to
do. The stars lined up. I've seen Heather on Facebook for years. We were Facebook friends for years, and always chimed in here and there. But and I always was really digging what she was, what she stood on. And I just really admired it. But one day when I was shooting the film, I was planning my, the rescheduling from Brooklyn to Richmond. I was like, man, who I know in Richmond, like that I trust, that I feel as though has a mistake in Richmond. And Heather was like one of the first people, probably the first person. And I reached out to her.
He said, you know everybody in Richmond. Can you give me some places to film? I'm like, I don't know everybody in Richmond, but I know a few people.
I don't know everybody, but I know a ton of them.
And look, and she recommended this tea room that she ended up buying. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I recommended Simply Tea because, again, in the beginning when Tara was first talking about closing the tea room, I had no plans of buying that tea room. I was just planning on helping promote that she was selling it. And it just kept coming in front of me. And it was one of those, I call it a divine intervention because sometimes God will keep putting something in front of you that you're supposed to do until you answer the call. And I just feel like that was something that I was meant to do. It just felt right. It just felt like all the stars were aligning for that too, and that it was something I needed to not only help her with, but be able to help other people because it's a place that people can come and rest, breathe, have some tea, take care of their mental health for a minute, and get away from all the hustle and bustle. But then you feel like you've been there. It feels like you've gone to England for the day.
It is.
You step away from the craziness of the world, and so it allows people to just pause and breathe for a minute. So I love that I'm able to give that to people too, and was able to help Tara.
One of the things we talk about, this is a business show. What your brand says and does goes far and wide from where you are.
Yeah.
So from another location, you see the brand that somebody's doing and the brand that they're putting out there and what their work says and does gets you to Richmond to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I believe in my favorite quote was by Andrew Carnegie, and he stated that he said, as I get older, I no longer listen to what men say, I watch what they do. And that's my favorite quote. And I live by that quote even before I knew it was Andrew Carnegie, and it's just an amazing quote. If you really sit on it and think about it, people talk, but, only certain people take action. And that's what I think draws me to Heather, because we both take action in a lot of different ways. And, I just admire it, in any human being that I see.
Yeah.
So, and Amanda's about it's a love story too. It's a love story. It's about relationships. It's about trauma, for sure, but every good story is relatable. And I think anyone can relate to Amanda when you see it. If you ever been in love, you'll relate. If you've been hurt due to loss, you'll relate. If you cried, if you smiled, if you know that person, Amanda's celebrating. Like Heather said, I don't want to say too much.
I don't want to give away the story.
Don't give away the plot. But I think anybody will be able to relate to it. It sounds like a great script that he's written, and I'm excited to be able to collaborate and help him have a place to film too.
50 pages, so it was supposed to be a short, but it could easily be 60 minutes, and that would be a feature. So it just depends on what happens in the editing room.
We're going to speak life into it and say that there's going to be an award for it.
There we go. And so it opens on Monday, is it?
No.
That's
I
when
film.
the filming
No,
starts.
we start filming.
You guys are going to
Production.
film.
They're filming in the
production.
tea room. Yeah, there's actually a scene in there. They're using it. It's like an art
The
studio,
art
right?
gallery. Yeah,
An
we
art
have several
gallery.
scenes in
And you may see Heather Marie Speaks in the background as a extra.
Yep.
No, shocking, huh, Al? I can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
Heather Marie in
One more
front of a
thing.
camera?
Listen, I have so many layers to unravel in February. You're not going to even believe it. It's going to blow your mind. But, it's constantly about evolving. And I tell people, it does not matter how old you are. There are things that will come to your opportunities in life at different stages.
Yeah.
And you just need to explore them. And don't feel like you're too old. Don't feel like you're too young. Try things. You'll either figure out if you like it, or you'll figure out if you're good at it, or you'll figure out that that wasn't meant for you. But either way, be brave enough to explore.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Marie Speaks is here. She always has a great group. How can people find you guys?
Yeah, you can go to amandathefilm.com, amandathefilm.com, THE.
And Ty, you're on social media. What's your social media tagline for Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram is at Ty Creative Ty Visuals.
There you go.
Sorry.
And then you got Heather Marie Speaks on Instagram, heathermariespeaks.com on the web. And make sure you follow VA Style Mag because my mugshot's on there for February.
Yes, it is. I saw the pictures that you guys went to Jefferson.
Yeah,
you guys look like money.
Hey, big things are happening for VA Style Magazine. You got to make sure you follow it. And huge shout out again to RVA Fashion Week. They're doing a model call, so make sure you go onto their website, follow them on the social media platforms, and you can submit your face cover shot and kind of a resume to see if you can be a part of the Spring Fashion Week and the Fall Fashion Week.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My handle on Instagram. I'm sorry. Ty Creative Visuals. I'm so sorry. TY Creative Visuals.
Sorry.
That's how it is. That's how
I'm
it
a
is.
marketer and I'm tripping.
That's how it is when you're big like that.
I'm Google him. You'll find him.
Yeah, Google. You know what? That's what you say.
You will
it's
find
out
me
to
though.
Google me.
Yeah,
man.
you will find me though. But but not Ty Creative Visuals. Yeah, you could check me out there.
All right, we're gonna go out on the way out. Al, can you hit us with some more of Heather?
Yeah,
we got more of the song coming.
Please. Oh, you want to give a shout out to one last time? Who? Andrew?
Yes, Andrew Hypes. Big shout out to Andrew Hypes for producing the song. We're doing it together. It should be streaming soon. It says available soon, so I have no idea when that's going to drop, but it is coming. So there's a preview if you go on to Disco Kid. You'll be able to see it. There's a link on the Heather Marie Speaks page and on the Instagram page. So
Andrew Hypes, he need to come and do the Swagger Studio.
I know. I'm going to try to get him in here soon.
Cool. All right, we're going. Heather Marie's going to take us out. Thanks
guys. Thanks for joining us.
It's time for me to rebuild the love in me. Now that I'm healed, maybe one day new love will come around. But I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing. It's time to make my own fairy tale. Fairy tale. Fairy tale.
CHAP, Chap Peterson and the Eminent Domain Litigation Group. Government coming for your land? Chap Peterson and the Eminent Domain Litigation Group will defend your land and get you the money you deserve. Pipeline coming for your land? VDOT coming for your land? CHAP, Chap Peterson and the Eminent Domain Litigation Group. Call 757-446-9998.
There's a news star in Virginia, thevirginiastar.com. Finally, there's a newspaper in Virginia that delivers the unfiltered truth on politics and information you need to know.
I love it. It's about time.
Man, it's great. I read it every morning.
Thevirginiastar.com. Unbiased. No slant, just facts. Thevirginiastar.com. It's not the mainstream media, it's the truth stream media.
So if you're tired of fake news, get real news now. Thevirginiastar.com.
Happy Thursday. I'm Kiara Johnson with your WJFN 100.5 FM weather report brought to you by the Stanley Law Group Weather Center. Richmond, sunny to partly cloudy, high 52 degrees. For your tonight, 80% chance of rain later in the night with cloudy skies. 38 degrees is your low. Atlanta, Georgia, cloudy, high 53 degrees. For your Thursday night, cloudy skies with 90% chance of rain later on in the night, low of 44 degrees. Washington, D.C., sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds, high 47. For your Thursday night, cloudy with occasional light rain, low of 37, 70% chance of that rain. This has been your weather report. Please visit VAStanleyLawGroup.com.
ASC RVA Heating and Air is a family-owned and operated HVAC plumbing and gas company faithfully serving our residential and commercial customers in the greater Richmond, Virginia area for over 30 years. Natural gas, propane furnaces, fixtures, plumbing, heating and air conditioning, and 24-hour emergency service is always available. Find out more by calling 804-739-4094 or visit us at ascrva.com.
Southern Gun World and Southern Police says thank you for supporting your Second Amendment rights. Guns and ammo, they're in stock at Southern Gun World and Southern Police. This is a small, woman-owned and operated business located at 7609 Midlothian Turnpike. God bless the USA from Southern Gun World and Southern Police.
Call Southern Gun World Southern Police today, 804-323-1858, 804-323-1858. Southern Gun World Southern Police.
Hi, this is Andy with Junk Luggers. Have you ever wondered why you see the big green junk lugger trucks racing all over town hither and yon? It's because we've taken an eco-friendly approach to junk and furniture removal. Instead of dumping items in the landfill, we work with local area charities to donate, repurpose, and recycle the items, keep them out of the landfill, and give back to the local community to those in need. You can find out more about us at www.junkluggersofcentralva.com or give us a call at 804-299-3814.
Hanley Watches is the must-have, stylish, comfortable, and versatile timepiece for the person who values quality. Hanley offers sophisticated, modern designs that inspires confidence and generates conversation. Contact us today for the On the Mic with Mike promo. Hanley Watches is the official timepiece of Mike King Biz and On the Mic with Mike. Connect with us at HanleyWatches.com today.
HANDLEY, HanleyWatches.com.
Hey guys, this is Robin with DB Arcade Commercial Video and Photography. If you need creative visual content for social media or traditional advertising, then we're the team you want working for you. We create custom ROI-driven videos and photography for your business, no matter what products or services you offer. We've worked with local newspapers, gyms, real estate agents, financial advisors, clothing companies, restaurants, and more. For more information, check us out on our website at db-arcade.com.
Yes, this is Don Treese Brown with Brown Baylor, proud sponsors of the Swagger Series. Please feel free to follow us on our social media channels, The Brown Baylor. You can also visit us on our website, brownbaylor.com, and you can follow us on our most recent project, Hidden in Plain Sight, site.org.
Brown Baylor, Hidden in Plain Sight, sponsors of the On the Mic with Mike Swagger music series. Hear brand new stars every Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Mic with Mike and WJFN, 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
There's a business show in RVA, on the mic with Mike in RVA.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time 2:36 program on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with me. We're here daily 1 to 3, WJFN, 100.5, 92.7, 820 AM. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the program the founder of the Rev Up Society. You are the Red Cape Wonder Woman. Mary Foley is with us, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good. You know I waited a long time for this one.
I didn't realize it. Yes, now I realize it. I'm so glad I am here. Let's do this.
We're doing okay. So I put the video up of you popping bottles. Let people know who you are, what you do, and then we're going to talk about. So you're saying popping bottles if you're left standing from 2020.
That's right. Well, here's the deal. Yeah, that one the video of mine that you shared on LinkedIn was about opening a bottle of champagne, right? And it was New Year's Eve, and it was this thing of, I was basically saying, no matter what 2020 was like, there were good parts, there were hard parts, there were, there's a lot of parts in between. At that moment, it was over. And, sometimes you open a bottle to celebrate because something is over, and sometimes you go, wow, I got through it. It was really just to kind of mark that time and to look forward. Because, one of the big things for me is, and I've been kind of big on this right before the New Year's, around starting like after Thanksgiving, knowing that it was going to turn 2021, and here we are still in it. It's just to be bold and thrive. Make a decision. And it's not like, Shazam, it's all going to be done at once. But I think it starts with a decision. So I decided to open that bottle of champagne and say, you know what, I'm celebrating that I got here. I'm celebrating that my business is still intact. I've had some good times. I've had some hard times. And I'm going to go forward with the best of that into 2021 with being bold and gutsy, and because I'm going to thrive. I don't want to just survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Foley here. Let folks know about your business and how the Red Cape came to be.
Okay, so I am the founder, as you said, of Rev Up Society. It is a community of women entrepreneurs, and it's primarily, I'm here in the RVA region. I've got some clients beyond that as well. And my whole focus is as a business coach for women entrepreneurs, is to help them and rev up their business. I kind of play on that in terms of energizing themselves, but really it's revenue. Create more revenue. And and a lot of your guests know, and all these listeners who are small business owners know, you're going to rev up your business and create more revenue. You've also got to do a lot of, on the top line, you got to do some things kind of, in yourself as well, so and stay motivated. So this is a community of women. We do this together, and it's way better with a group. And I also work one-on-one. But that is, if you can get more details at maryfoley.com, which is Foley, and growing a business during a crisis is hard. Doing it alone is harder. So I've been doing this now for several years, but when pandemic happened, the meaning of being part of a group of colleagues as you kind of slog through business and grow is really even more meaningful. Now, Red Cape. All right. There's always a longer story for anything, and I don't want to make it too boring here. But
no, trust me, you will not make it boring. I've seen you on you worked the platform, so give it to folks because they need to know.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike. Okay, so many do know me around, Red Cape from Wonder Woman, and it did start many years back. Now, we all know Wonder Woman, and this was before the new movies came out, by the way, which I thought was fabulous that, Hollywood could get along with my program and say, hey, thanks so much for, bringing Wonder Woman into the cultural fore again. So, but it was really, I've had my own business after 10 years in corporate for about 20 years, and I've really focused on women and working women. And, for many times it's been women in the workplace and women working for others, because that's where I first started. And then as I grew my own business and as an entrepreneur, and there were more and more women entrepreneurs, I just kind of shifted my focus that way. But here's one of the underlying facts: no matter if they're working for others or working for themselves, is that we so often wonder. You know, we get going. We wonder what the heck happened to our lives. We wonder what the heck happened to, why isn't our business going more in the direction we want? We wonder how we're going to handle a situation, you know, and with a client. And we wonder all these decisions we need to make on an ongoing basis to build and thrive. And so the cape just was like Wonder Woman. It was like the contrast. We want to feel like the, you know, old school Linda Carter Wonder Woman, new school Joe Godot Wonder Woman, or you just want to feel that way. We're fearless, you know. We can't do anything, still have a good hair day at the same time. And yet we wonder what the heck happened to our lives. So I have just always, you know, the first time I did that, Mike, in front of a group, and I've done a lot of speaking in the past, they roared. And I was not, I thought they might like it, but they roared and they all identified with it. That's why. And so I think that it just represented, we want to feel like that Wonder Woman, save the day, be fearless, be bold, be gutsy. And yet, you know, the reality is we don't always feel that way. However, what I like to do in the kind of mental work, what's happening between your ears, you know, success happens first between your ears, is to reflect and that realize and keep remembering that there is a Wonder Woman inside of you. You know, if the guys who are listening, there's a superhero inside of you. We forget to see that. And that comes from realizing that we have overcome things in the past. We've navigated them. Not everything in life is successful, but we have made successes. And I know everybody here has resilience who's listening right now, because why? You're still here. And in that scheme of life, ups and downs, you're successful because you're not in the ground or in a jar, okay? So we need to remember that we have that ability in ourselves, and to make a decision. And, hey, when we come up against something new, which we always do, I always say, first remember what you have done. Give you some juice about that. Like, I figured that out. I'm going to figure this out. Obviously, I might get some help. I'm going to ask some colleagues. I'm going to, you know, need what I need to do to figure it out. It's not a magic wand all at once, but you can. And so I think we're all actually wearing invisible capes. Sometimes they're flying better than others, okay? But anyway, it's just that's why I use that, because it's such an identifiable, you know, metaphor and to a truth in our lives.
It's funny because I think when I came in 2014, and I was at the MBL event, and I see people with red capes on. I had no clue. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? I'm like, yeah. But everybody was
memorable,
proud.
Though.
You know what? And it's funny. Years later, I'm talking to you, and I remember that. So you deal with women. I just got to give you a shout out that I get the emails, and when it starts with the "Hey, girl," you know how it just makes it warms my heart. That I'm like, how many? You know. I'm one of the honorary women who are getting the email, and you're talking about business and how to make your business better. When people show up at Mary Foley's door, what's the number one thing that you kind of seeing with people, like a concern that people have these days?
That's a really, really great question. Well, you know, I think it's kind of like at this point in the pandemic, right, and the impact on your business, it becomes, what's next? What do I do now? You know, if you've survived 2020, and some people actually their businesses soared, but for most people, business-wise, it was regroup time in a big way. And what do I have to do to keep in business? And that, you know, if it lasted 2 or 3 months, that's one thing. But obviously, it's lasted 6 and 9, and now we're almost at a year. And I think that having the new year of January 1, 2021, is psychologically, we don't know what the rest of the year is going to give us, and we've never known actually. But when we go, when is it going to be over? And we don't know. ... The thing that I'm getting in with my clients is this, not just when it will be over, but like, I don't know when it's going to be over. So what do I do? What do I do now? What do I have to do differently? And so this is why I think, you know, hearing out of that, be bold and thrive as a decision. I want to, you know, so there's 2 aspects of that. Be bold, be gutsy. What can I be bold about and do different in my business now? Because I truly believe like it or not, there are going to be winners and there's going to be losers because of this pandemic when it comes to the impact of our business. There's already a separation of that's happening. And it's going to take to be a winner. And you can define winning however you want, but a winner is at least in business still, right?
That's true.
If you're going to be a winner, you've got to think, I got to be more gutsy this year than I was last year. And that's what I'm focusing on. Now, a lot of it still comes down to some basics of business, but I think with a refreshed lens. And so that's what I've been focusing on, and I've been doing a few specific things in this umbrella, so to speak, or this theme of Be Bold and Thrive for people to focus in on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice you're listening to, Mary Foley, the Rev Up Society. You're doing some outstanding things out there. Your social media game is on fire. Talk to our listeners about what social media means to get messages across and to recruit people to go on missions with you. Because in reality, you're getting people to go on a mission with you, saying, "Hey, you're kind of like the Pied Piper."
Well, yeah, I am. Put on my red cape and let's go, right? And you know what? Actually, that makes a good point. When we all have different ideal clients, and we all have different people who could follow us, not only just literally click and follow on social media, but psychologically, we all have different people. I don't need everybody. I just want the women, the entrepreneurs that I can best serve and do their part, and really some smart guys like yourself to also get inspired and come along. So people want, and this is I think part for social media to really pay attention to, is people want to follow people then who on social and comment and engage with whom they believe to be confident, they believe are going in a positive direction, they believe are successful, and are generous to say, come on, all right? Not like, so I'm successful, you should be like me. And there are far more followers than leaders in life.
That's for sure.
I want to be a leader, and we don't need everybody to be a leader, by the way. Okay, now there are times I need to follow, and I get that, all right? But when it comes to social media and showing up, that's been my aspiration is, so how do I do that is a couple of things. One is it, we all know we got to be regular, we got to be consistent with it and such, but let's face it, we know we're competing for attention. And so part of getting people's attention, stop the scroll, as they say, is that, one, I am very, very clear on my ideal client. I am very clear on the woman I'm serving. I've got a picture of her. I've given her a name. I've got all these attributes. It's fabulous. Her name is Liz, by the way. I know who I'm talking to. And it doesn't matter. I don't try to make something for everybody else. I just try to make something for her. And I think of her, and I think for what's valuable, and they're coming up with like a what I like to call campaigns or a theme, like Be Bold and Thrive. It helps for me to figure out, well, how can I help her? And then I brainstorm on that. And then, I do use video, like you shared, and I do a combination of video and copy and images and share personal things, personal funny photos, and I tie into something around business in my Throwback Thursdays, which, by the way, is where I get a ton of comments. So hilarious. And but people like to see, and we all like to see a little bit more of the behind the scenes, or who is someone from their personality. And I got to give a big shout out, Shannon Loy. I know she was on you.
Oh, no question.
She was on your show before.
I was going to get to you guys. What's up with you guys in the bike riding thing? You guys are...
Yeah, with the cake. So first of all, Shannon Loy, CEO of Social Ginger, I have partnered with her. She's helped me with the social media strategy, marketing
she's
strategy.
An expert at
marketing. She's expert, and her team is. And, social media marketing, it's not just social media, it's the marketing. Having a strategy, this is not just how do I post and the mechanics. This is a strategic conversation. That is incredibly important to partner with somebody who has that expertise and can pull things out of you and help you reflect as a business owner and figure out, what does a plan look like? So kudos, shout out to her, Social Ginger. All right, the Social Ginger. Well, the funny thing is, we've become friends in this process, and I've helped her with her business too. So, that happens, right? And when you have great colleagues. So last March, we're almost coming up on a year. March, just got a bike. Said, I think I'm going to get into this. She had been into biking for a while, was excited I was going to get a bike. Pandemic happens. We were going to start riding on March anyway, but literally the weekend after, everything shut down. We were just like, let's get on this bike. And those of you in the Richmond, Virginia area, there's a thing called the Capitol Bike Trail. It's 50 miles from Richmond to actually Jamestown, Williamsburg. It's paved. It's great. And it's right outside my door, literally. So she came over. We got on our bikes, also with her spouse, Carol Lee, and we started biking. And it was a beautiful thing. You know why? Because it was so relieved stress, and when you're feeling cooped up, it's great. And you know what? We just kept every weekend taking our miles a little bit more, and we started posting. We didn't post pictures at first, Mike, but we were like, we don't know if we want anybody to know we're out, Phew, we don't have masks on, okay, girlfriend? We were like, don't keep it on the down low. But over time, we did, and we actually did the entire length, one way, 50 miles, May 31st. And we couldn't believe it. We're like, oh, my gosh. And now Shannon and I are training for a century ride, which is 100 miles, which is all the way down and all the way back. So in one day, by the way, let's put that in there, in one day. So that's a pretty big goal. And it has been, I highly recommend, that everyone have some outlet in this pandemic. It's been truly I call it psychology. Get it? CYC-ology?
Yes.
It's been my psychologist this entire year. So anyway, that's what that's about. That was more a sanity strategy, and it's worked incredibly well. But we posted things on social, and I have had more comments about my biking than about my business videos, okay? But but everyone listening, you're like, well, then, why should I post this personal stuff? That's a thing. It's authentic. It gets attention. I've inspired other people to bike. Both of us have. I cannot believe it. Or to do something as a challenge they hadn't done before. And people want to be inspired. So it's part of that kind of leadership. Hey, come on, throw on the red cape. You can come too. You can be a part of this. And then guess what? My videos gets watched on the business stuff, gets more attention. So, a big part of that is just showing who you are and going for it.
Okay, so now we got to touch on another of the Throwback Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
You, Steve Case, talk to me.
Yeah, oh yeah, uh-huh.
Because I met him when he came on the Rise of the Rest tour. And so,
nice.
I did the book, and I told him, what do you want to do? I want to change the world. And he signed it, and that's what he signed it. Never thought that I'd be at a radio station saying the same crazy stuff to this day. So I see the picture of you at AOL days. Tell our listeners about that.
Okay, so this is a picture, a Throwback Thursday picture. Steve Case was a former CEO of AOL, or America Online, when AOL was cool. I like to throw that in. And I worked there for 10 years, 10 and a half years. And this is a picture of me, and I'm like 30 years old, I think, and at his house with a bunch of other what we called old-timers. Okay, I'm 30 years old. I'm an old-timer. But it was basically people originally in the company. I started at AOL, right out of college, I'm 56, about to turn 56. All right, so this is dating me. But anyway, and I started working for AOL right out of college when I didn't know what I wanted to do. Talk about Wonder Woman. I wonder what my career is going to be. And I just did it as $9 hour customer service rep to pay the bills, Mike. That was it. I knew, and I learned about that, getting online, et cetera, and I was in customer service. I did not expect to stay there 10 years. But I ended up staying there, and I wasn't a $9 an hour rep the whole time. But I became a trainer, and then I was a call center manager, and then I was a head of corporate training and started it for the entire company. And then after a bit of that, I decided it was my time to leave. And so this was actually towards that time, almost. It was about a year before I left, I think, or so. And we were invited to a party at his house there were about 100. When I joined the company, there were 120 people. When I left the company, I was employee 20 that was still left, in terms of hire dates. But they had someone coming back who was another old-timer who had done a lot of the technology stuff, and so they threw a party for him and invited these people that they thought, you'll know these people. So that's where that picture was taken. And I still couldn't believe that moment. Sitting around in this big circle, there was probably 40 people there in his living room kind of area, and I thought to myself, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here, because by that time, Mike, see, it was a no-name. It was a dinky little company. It was actually called Quantum Computer Services. By 10 years later, it literally, AOL changed the world.
Yes, it did.
It put online services on the map. People dismiss it today, or they laugh at it, or they're like, oh, my gosh, would that thing still exist anymore? It does, but not in a great state. But it changed the world, and it brought this thing called online and the Internet to the masses, which no one had done before. And I watched and participated in that process, and I watched the business side of things and so many things. Steve Case himself is a visionary, and that book, Third Wave, it's a great book. It's the only one he's ever written, by the way, and he was hesitant to write a book, but he is truly a visionary, and in some ways doesn't get all the attention and credit of what we're living today that he helped put on the map.
It did change. All right, really quickly, how can people, because we're going to let people know who you are, what you do, how they can get to you, and then I got a testimonial on the other side of that.
Okay. So, all right, I work with women entrepreneurs. If there's anyone listening right now, whether you're a woman entrepreneur or not, and you would like to get my thoughts on how to be bold and thrive right now going forward, I've got this free guide at maryfoley.com, and you can do /be bold and thrive, A-N-D, thrive. And it's my gift to you. Use it. If it's helpful, you'll get on my email list too. You can always get off like a click. But if this is something you want to learn more about me, but learn more about what I might be able to offer you that in inspiration and ideas to help you, go for it. Use it.
All right.
That's what I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Mary Foley for coming on. I just want to say I'm in a radio station now because this guy I met named Bill Eastman, he talked to me and he said, hey, why don't you come in and tell folks what you do in Henrico? I had never been in a radio station. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Eastman changed my life to the point that I'm sitting here right now talking to you on the radio. He's a good man. Next thing you know, he says, I'm running a radio station down in Chester. I go with him. And to that point, I just want to say, he always talked about his Mary. And I said, I would like to interview Mary Foley. I said, she probably doesn't know who I am. He goes, she knows who you are. He never told me
that I was the Mary. Yeah, he's sly like that.
Yes, he is. Like his Mary turned out to be Mary Foley, and when I found out, I'm like, come on, man, you did that to me for those years?
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything. I didn't realize that was happening, Mike. So I apologize in some ways because it's not my fault. But you know what I'm saying. And here's the lesson learned: when someone says Mary, you say Mary who? Right? Do not assume they have the same last name. But I appreciate that. That's a kick when he told me.
That is Mary Foley, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so make sure you check out Bill. He has an online radio. There's a radio empire now. Him and Donna, they're out there doing some really big things. Mary, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike. Take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. We'd like to thank Heather Marie Speaks. We'd like to thank Ty, who is here. Andrew Height with the music for Heather Marie Speaks. We're going to be playing that as we go along. Danielle Gilbert was here as well. We'll be back tomorrow. It is Friday with Paula Pardell. We're out. See you tomorrow. Thanks.
You're listening to WJFN Goochland, WJFN Chester.